In the realm of found footage, there are some seriously haunting videos out there. My name is AJ Spatola, and these are the top 10 cursed found footage that no human should ever watch. At number 10 is Safe Haven from VHS 2. I'm kicking off this list with Safe Haven because I know some of you guys are gonna seek out these videos against my better judgment. So out of all the entries on this list, if you're gonna watch anything, it better be this one. Safe Haven is a short in VHS 2 which takes you deep into the heart of Indonesian horror, and unless you speak Indonesian, you're gonna want to watch with some subtitles, because there ain't any English to be found here. The recovered footage is from a news crew as they infiltrate an eerie cult's remote compound, hoping to expose their dark secrets. But what unfolds is a descent into pure terror. The brutality is in your face, and it all looks gut-wrenchingly real. If this short succeeds at anything, it's cranking up the tension because you're gonna feel your heart race. The found footage earned critical acclaim and reputation as one of the best found footage horror experiences ever, so brace yourself for a bone-chilling experience as you witness the cult's nightmarish ritual. But keep in mind, it's definitely not for the faint of heart, nor is any of the rest of the videos in this list. At number 9 is The Sacrament, which is essentially Jim Jones found footage. Is a retelling of the events in Jonestown where the pastor caused a mass unaliving, this time featuring Vice journalists who come into the heart of this eerie community, once thought to be a utopia. This cursed found footage unveils the sinister underbelly of religious leader known as the Father, aka Jim Jones, and his twisted followers. The documentary team unwaveringly investigates this secluded compound as they're met with increasing suspicion and deception from the cult. Father's charisma turns to menace, and the utopian community morphs into a nightmare. With cyanide-laced drinks, the hostages, and mass unalivings, it's a descent into madness to say the very least. If you're enjoying this video so far, please support the channel by pressing like, subscribing to Most Amazing, and ringing that notification bell. At number 8 is the Slumber Party Alien Abduction. I love this one because the camera is strapped to a doggy. I don't love it because of what happens to the doggy, but I'm happy there's a dog in it. Here you've got Gary, Randy, Sean, Denny, Jen, and Zach. They decide to film their lakeside escapades by strapping a camera to their dog, Tank, a Yorkshire Terrier on a mission to capture all the fun, but things take a sinister turn when gray aliens decide to crash the party, lurking beneath the water as the group swims. As night falls, chaos ensues. The aliens plunge the house into darkness, creating chaos and snatching up Zach in a blink. They terrorize the rest of the gang, dragging them off in their sleeping bags with plans to drown them in the lake. Only Gary, Randy, and Jen, and Tank the doggy, manage to bolt, but their escape plan gets tanked when Tank barks and leads the aliens right to them. Come on, buddy. It's a full-blown horror show with fake police lights turning out to be a trap, and the abductions left and right. Gary gets lifted into the air by alien tractor beams while Tank, injured and alone, watches as the camera's battery fades. This one is a real chiller. At number 7 is the Borderlands. In this chilling tale, 3 Vatican investigators venture into a 13th century church with sinister secrets hidden deep within the walls. When they roll up, the priest tries to win them over with footage of objects moving on the altar, but still, the film crew remains skeptical. That night, local hooligans burn a sheep outside of their digs, and it's getting weird. To make a long story short, they end up discovering an eerie door with pagan symbols leading to a dark, hellish descent, echoing with cries and screams, and things just go from bad to worse. As they journey into the depths, they uncover a horrifying history of sacrifice and a minister gone pagan, and then it takes a surreal, stomach-turning twist as they're all forced to crawl through a tiny, smelly passageway, which is eventually revealed to be part of a monstrous digestive system secreting enzymes to devour the crew and leaving no trace of them behind, except for their camera. At number 6, Butterfly Kisses. Our story here starts with Gavin York, a struggling wedding videographer and film school dropout. He stumbles upon this collection, and well, curiosity gets the best of him. These tapes belong to a documentary created by 2 film students, Sophia and Feldman, back in 2004. They were on a mission to prove the existence of a chilling urban legend, Peeping Tom. Now this Peeping Tom character, you can supposedly summon him by staring down Ilchester Tunnel at midnight for a whole hour without blinking. Sounds terrifying, right? But here's the kicker. When they review the footage, they realize that Peeping Tom isn't just a legend, he's actually inside of the camera. stalking them. Sophia is left alone in a nightmarish struggle. Fast forward to Galvin, who's set on proving Peeping Tom's existence. He brings in a documentary crew, but things take a dark turn. Questions arise about the authenticity of the tapes and Sophia Feldman's existence and the possibility of it all being just a hoax. Galvin's obsession wreaks havoc on his personal life, and he finds himself alone, abandoned by his family. And despite his efforts to gain credibility, Galvin is mocked and humiliated. Final blow comes when he vanishes inside Ilchester Tunnel, and 9 days later, his mangled body is discovered in a hotel room. At number 5 is House LLC. If you're a fan of horror and found footage, you might have heard of the infamous Abduction Hotel in Rockland County, New York. This place has a sinister history that's the stuff of nightmares. In a chilling documentary, the crew investigates a mysterious accident that took the lives of 15 people, including the Hell House Company staff and their first group of attendees. The crew's pursuit of answers leads them to Sarah Havel, the sole survivor from the Hell House team. Her footage unveils a series of unexpected events hinting at the hotel's connection to a satanic cult, but things actually are about to get a lot more twisted from here. After watching the eerie tapes, Michael, a crew member, decides to contact Diane, the producer. However, he stumbles upon something too horrifying to describe. When Diane and her cameraman break into the Abduction Hotel, they discovered a room level 2C where they believed Sarah was supposed to be staying, but there's no escaping the malevolent forces from within. Sarah, the person they've been speaking to this entire time, is no more than a mere ghostly apparition, and there was never any survivors to begin with. As they realize the truth, the camera captures their terrifying demise, leaving you to question the boundaries of reality and the supernatural. Watch this at your peril, but be prepared for sleepless nights. At number 4 is the horror in the high desert. This is the unsolved mystery of Gary Hinge, the amateur hiker who ventured into the heart of the Great Basin Desert, only to disappear without a trace. It all began in July of 2017 when Gary set out from the town of Ruth, Nevada on a solo expedition to a cabin he'd previously encountered. Days turned into weeks, and as his housemate Simon Rogers grew increasingly concerned, the police were called in. A massive search operation ensued, but it turned up nothing, as Gary's truck was discovered 55 miles from Ruth. But here's where it gets bizarre. The truck was teeming with fingerprints that didn't belong to Gary, and barefoot fingerprints led away from it, not matching his own. And then the investigation took a digital turn. Gary was a YouTube vlogger known as Scorpion Sam with a sizable following. His last video recounted a strange encounter near the cabin, but it was met with skepticism. Weeks later, hikers stumbled upon Gary's backpack containing a gruesome find: his severed hand clutching a video camera. Analysts revealed that the hand had been severed while he was alive, no more than 5 weeks earlier. The camera unveiled the truth. At number 3 is Lake Mungo. This documentary starts about a family grappling with the loss of their teenage daughter who drowned. There's no gore, no creepy creatures, just a sense of unease. The slow burn of this film works like a psychological vice, tightening with each revelation. If you watch in a dark room right before bed, the atmosphere becomes oppressive. You're drawn into the web of grief and the unknown, and then it happens. An image so unexpected and terrifying that it's seared into your memory. Lake Mungo proves that the most chilling horrors aren't supernatural entities, but the depths of human emotion. And don't be surprised if you lose some sleep. At number 2 is The Last Broadcast. Before The Blair Witch, we had The Last Broadcast, and this obscure mockumentary takes us on a spine-tingling journey into the dark depths of the New Jersey Pine Barrens, where a group of filmmakers met a gruesome fate while documenting the Jersey Devil. The film's vintage aesthetic doesn't just add an old school charm, it enhances the realism, immersing you in the horrifying tale. As it unfolds, reality and fiction seamlessly merge, leaving you questioning what's real, and the result is a vital indie film, one that leaves a haunting mark. When the chilling reveal comes, it's a punch to the gut. The Last Broadcast isn't just for the faint of heart, but if you dare to watch, prepare for a cursed experience like no other. Maneater Tragedy. Released in 1980, it's a notorious film credited with pioneering the found footage horror genre. The exploitation classic follows an American documentary crew whose cruelty towards a native Amazon tribe results in their gruesome end. It's infamous for its disturbing, realistic, unaliving scenes and its relentless brutality. The film's shocking portrayal of violence and the eerie ethics of filmmaking has sparked debates and controversies for decades. While it's considered a transgressive masterpiece, it's not for the faint of heart, and watching it may leave you with images you cannot erase. I am serious, you guys. As always, if there's some cursed found footage that you think I've missed, feel free to let me know down below. This has been AJ Spatola with Most Amazing, and I'll catch you all in another video. found footage that you think I've missed, feel free to let me know down below. This has been AJ Spatola with Most Amazing, and I'll catch you all in another video. Peace. Either of those. No, so Maneater Tragedy. Yeah. No other. And at number 1 is the Maneater Tragedy. This film is so cursed I can't even mention the proper title without getting demonetized. Released in 1980, it's a notorious film credited with pioneering the found footage horror. Run these back to back. They should only be like 12 minutes each, so that should save us the time. Cursed footage no human should ever watch. Okay, let's think.